All right, let's keep working on similar figures and practicing with them. Here we got number one, triangle JKL is similar to triangle NML. So let's mark our triangles, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. J is 1, K is 2, L is 3, N is 1, M is 2, and L is 3. So let's find our variables. Here we got X between 2 and 3. So it's going to go with 14 because that's between 2 and 3. So let's just do X first. So JKL goes on top because it's listed first. So we got X. It goes with 14. Now we got to find some numbers. Let's see. Y is between 1 and 3. We don't want that. 16 is between 1 and 2 right here. So let's go over here and find 1 and 2, which is right there. So we get 40 over 16. We're going to cross multiply, and 40 times 14 is 5. Let's change our color. It's 560. X times 16 is 16. Divide both sides by 16, and we're going to get X is going to equal 35. All right, now we can work on our Y. And Y is right here between 1 and 3. Here's between 1 and 3. So we get 45 over Y equals, we're going to use our same 40 and 16 because that should not change. Going to cross multiply, and we're going to get 40 times Y equals 45 times 16, which is 720. Divide both sides by 40, and Y is going to be 18. So we are done. Let's look at number 2 now. Same exact process. DEF, triangle DEF, 1, 2, 3, triangle HJG, 1, 2, 3. D is 1, E is 2, F is 3, H is 1, J is 2, G is 3. So we need to find X and Y, and I like to do X first, so I'm going to highlight my X between 1 and 3. Find 1 and 3 in my other triangle, and that's right here, going to be 12. I know triangle DEF's on top because it's first, so 12 over X, but I need it equal to something. So, well, I got a 15 here between 1 and 2, and I got a 9 here between 1 and 2. So I can use X. I've got two numbers, 9 and 15. So let's crisscross, cross multiply, get 9X equals 12 times 15, which is 180. Divide both sides by 9, and we're going to end up with X equals 20, and you can check these on your calculator. But let's move on to Y. Let's move on to Y. So we got Y here, and it's between 2 and 3. And here's 2 and 3 on our other triangle, so it's 14. And as remember, DEF goes on top, so it's 14 over Y. And we're going to use the same 9 and 15. Same process. We're going to cross multiply. And we're going to get 9Y equals 14 times 15, which is 210. Then we divide by 9, and we get y equals 23.3. And we are done with that guy. Number 3. Okay, we only have x here, right? And it's a formula, so that's a little scary, but we're just going to do it all exactly the same way we always do it and see what happens. So triangle QRS, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Q is 1, R is 2, S is 3, T is 1, U is 2, V is 3. All right, so here between 1 and 2, I've got my x plus 5, and that's 1 and 2, so I got to find my 1 and 2 of my other triangle, and that's right here. So triangle QRS goes on top, so 24 over x plus 5. And notice I'm not even worrying about what it is right now. I'm just getting everything written down so I can deal with it in due course. So let's see, I need some numbers to go with it. And here I got 36 between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3 here, I got 54, so I'm good. And I get 54 over 36. 54 over 36 are some pretty big numbers. And what do we know about fractions? We can reduce them. We can reduce them. So they're both even numbers. We can reduce them down to make them smaller, more something we can deal with a little easier. So they're both even. So let's divide both by 2. So we end up with 27 over 18. Those are both divisible by 3. 9 over 6, divisible by 3 again. So we end up with 3 over 2. So I'm going to get rid of all this stuff right here and just deal with my 3 over 2. Now, you don't have to reduce it, but you can. It's valid. It's within the rules. In this case, 54 and 36 are really big, so let's make it a little bit simpler. So we got 3 times x plus 5 equals 2 times 24, which is 48. And I didn't do anything magical. I just plugged it in. So now we got to distribute our 3. So we get 3x plus 15 equals 48. Then we got to get the x by itself, and I'm going to move it over here, give myself a little more room. So we get 3x, 48 minus 15 equals 33, x equals 11, and that's all we were asked to find, so we get to stop there. Moving on to number 4. All right, we got another formula here, but we don't care because the process does not change. ABC, 1, 2, 3. ADE is 1, 2, 3, because A goes with A, B goes with D, C goes with E. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, A is still 1, D is 2, E is 3. All right, so when they're together with built like this, where two triangles are built over top of each other, we just got to make sure we're going A to D or A to B, whichever the case may be. So let's find out where our x is first. It is right here between 2 and 3. And here between 2 and 3, ABC goes first. Our x is BC, which is ABC. So we get 2x plus 3 over 15. And that's going to equal, we need some numbers. Well, here they're trying to trick us. So we know AB is on top. Let's do this. AB. But here, AD is 20. AD is 20, and DB is 8. So AB is actually 20 plus 8, or 28. And then for AD, which we're still putting on the bottom, 1 and 2, is just 20. All right, so here we got 28 over 20. That reduces down. Let's see, 28 and 20 both can be divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. Now we got some numbers we can work with that are real easy. So we're going to cross multiply here. And we're going to get 7 times 15, which is 105. And 5 times 2x plus 3. We got to distribute our 5. 10x plus 15. Then we got to get our x by itself. So x is going to equal 9. All right, and you can replay this video if I went too fast for you there. Number 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. M is 1, N is 2, P is 3, Q is 1, R is 2, and P is still 3. All right, so what do we got here? We've got 2 and 3, we've got an X. 2 and 3, we've got an X. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Let's just put it together the way we always put it together and see what happens. Let's just do that. So MNP, triangle MNP is going to go on top. So X plus 8 over 3x minus 9. And then we need some numbers to deal with. So I got 1 and 3 here. I got 1 and 3 here. So then we got 24 over 28. So nothing changes, whether we have numbers or letters or formulas, they're all just numbers. So we're going to treat them like numbers. So here I got 24 over 28. I know I can reduce that down because they're both divisible by 4. That's going to be 6, and that is going to be 7. I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to get 6 times 3x minus 9 equals 7 times x plus 8. And see, we were all worried, and yet it's the same thing that we've done before. So we distribute. So 6 times 3 is 18x minus 6 times 9 is 54. And it's going to equal 7x plus 7 times 8, which is 56. We're going to get the x's on the same side. And actually, I'm going to come over here and rewrite it so I have a little more room. So 11x minus 54 equals 56. Double check my signs. Okay, So now we're back to it. We're going to get the x by itself. .56 plus 54 is 110. So x equals 10. And we've completed page 1.